Thanks for tuning in to the Captain's Log. As always, we're here to have a good time. My comedian buddy and guest today, Donnell Rawlings. What's up? What's up? What's up?
If y'all know, look, if y'all know the
My
deal,
man.
you'll already know it's real out here. We in the streets. And I'm in Florida where it's supposed to be super moist. The humidity is supposed to conquer this ashiness, but it's not doing anything. But we in the streets.
Hi, I'm live, honey. I'll talk to you in a minute.
Okay, I just wanted to say hey.
It's funny. So anyway.
Just so dismissive. I'm live, honey.
She's too much.
That's how you get rid of women
dude.
nowadays. I'm live, honey. Talk to you in a minute.
It's too much. It's too much all the time. And
Yes,
they're
sir.
just coming out to me.
I'm live too, and I'm never live. So we're gonna see how many people love me on this joint. 3 people. That's one $100 set.
What are you singing?
That's Korean. That's counting in Korean. $100 set net tasa yolba ibyum. I can count to 7. Lucky 7.
What do you date Korean women? How do you know that?
First off, I didn't date Korean women. There were people that appreciated my presence and wanted me to give them some inspiration and some what else? Inspiration and motivation.
Yeah.
If that constitutes
Starting
dating, then in my past I have inspired and motivated some women.
That happen to be Korean?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I was stationed in Korea, Kunsan, Korea.
No way.
Yeah, years ago. So long ago, I don't want to admit it. But anytime I show pictures of me in the military, people think that it was from MASH or Vietnam.
Wow.
Yeah, Air Force. People don't know that. Air Force. And I used to be a cop in the military, and I used to answer for all the Koreans out there. I used to answer the phone.
I want to thank you for the service.
Thank you.
I really do.
White people love to thank you for the service.
Really?
You can do
Is that what
anything. You can date somebody in their family. You know what? I just had an orgasm. I want to thank you for your service with my family, Donnell.
Is that how it is?
Yes, that's how it is.
And you
In certain
take it,
places.
though. You take it.
Yeah.
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 You should.
Figuratively, not literally.
How long did you serve?
I did 4 years of my first duty station. I did basic training in San Antonio, Texas, Lackland Air Force Base. My first duty assignment was Bowling Air Force Base in Washington, D.C. Kunsan Air Base in Kunsan, Korea. That was for a year. And then I finished my tour at Bowling Air Force Base in Washington, D.C.
And so, during that time, were you trying to do stand-up or what?
I don't think I was ever trying to do stand-up. I was always the funniest person, whether it was in my squadron, whether it was in my rank, whether it was in high school.
I can imagine you goofing, because like some comics really aren't that funny unless they're on stage. You would just happen to be funny all the time.
Yeah, and it was just like, for anybody that grew up with me, nobody is surprised what I chose as my profession.
Really?
Like if you met somebody that went to school with me and you told them I was a stand-up comic, they would be like, oh, that makes so much sense. He was always funny. But I never had aspirations to do stand-up. It all just happened by chance.
And back then, like, there wasn't Comedy Central. There wasn't a lot of inspiration, right? You just happened to be a funny dude.
Yeah, the only inspiration for me to be a comedian then is like not to go to jail. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't trained in anything. So it wasn't, Comedy Central didn't exist then. You know, I don't
Now
even
they
know.
have so much. Like, kids can go, which I think is great.
Yeah.
Kids can actually go and like express themselves in comedy, where years ago, like, they didn't really know what to do with that.
And you might knew what to do, but you didn't have any.
Yeah, you had no way to do it.
You had no outlets.
Right.
And that's one thing that's the beauty about social media and even what we're doing right now. You have an opportunity to create your own platforms and people can see what you do. When I first started, it was NBC, ABC, CBS. And if you weren't connected with any of those, then you were just an underground comic that was, in my case, doing like the chilling circuit. But now there's so many. And so if you don't know what the chilling circuit is.
Wait, but I need to know what the chitlin circuit is.
What the chilling circuit is, well,
I know what it is, kind of, but I want to know.
Well, chilling circuit
What it's
is
like.
it's the underground urban scene. It was a good circuit, and even when I started to get a name for myself, and I'm at the point now where I mentor people, and I tell them, I was like, if you want to really get strong and build your
I know what
character,
you're saying.
do some black rooms, because the black rooms are some of the toughest audiences to perform for, but when they love you, you're never going to get the
People
feeling.
used to say the exact same thing about Marco Island, right?
Yeah.
Because you had to really demand their attention because there was so many things going on.
It's
Let's face it,
research.
was that not the only national comedy club in the country that had a kitchen and a bar in the showroom?
Now let me tell you something. Marco Island was just like a majority of the urban rooms.
Yeah.
It's like you had to deal with a lot of things. Like in the case of the Marco Island, the first club, you had to deal with the blender. You had to
That's
deal
right.
with the audience. But like you said, the only ones that made it are people that knew how to work that room. And you had people that would go to those rooms and make excuses. It's too loud. You know what the hell it's going to be when you go in there.
Yeah.
But can you command our audience? Because if you a ripper,
Josh Prey. By the way, you need to know Josh Prey. Josh Prey is a local guy here out of Immokalee, Florida. 1.5 million followers.
That most black people don't even know what it is.
1.5 million followers on Facebook, and this dude is a celebrity and a comic, and he is hysterical. I should hook you up with him. You love this dude.
Okay.
Good dude. He's traveling right now all around the country with Jeep. You know Jeep cars?
I don't know Jeep, but when I was in the military, that's the term we used, and it was called just enough experience to pass.
Josh, you can take that, brother. Yeah. Just enough experience to pass.
Yeah, do that if you go to any military joint, say I'm a Jeep, and they're going to start getting you to pick up fallopian tubes from different places.
My ADD kicked in, but I'm going to tell you, here's what I used to tell the comics that used to make up excuses about the room. I used to say, if you're funny, that means you're funny. People will laugh. If you are not funny and you have a few good jokes, then maybe you're not going to hold their attention as well. I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you.
And I'm telling you, I never had an issue in that room because I came from a circuit where
you crushed.
You have to snatch their attention and keep them the entire time you're on stage. But you know, like they say, excuses are like assholes. Everyone has one. And when it comes to excuses, you got two excuses. You got a good excuse and a bad excuse. And at the end of the day, they're both excuses.
Yeah. No, I agree. So, I mean, I'm sure everybody asks you, and I just have to ask you, tell me about, like, the startup of you on the Chappelle Show. I mean, that was your launch, really, to stardom at the time. I mean, now...
I had some before Chappelle Show. I had some good things.
You did.
But that was the one show that everybody watched. So it was a platform where everybody could see me. But my connection with that show was years ago. Neal Brennan, who was co-executive producer, co-writer, and one of Dave's good friends, he had wrote the movie Half Baked. And after Half Baked, he got couple of deals where he wrote some scripts, but they weren't getting the green light.
Yeah.
And he wanted to do something. He wanted to direct, but he didn't have a body of work. And before that, he was a PA for A Living Color. He would go across the country and he would scout talent. And he saw me at an audition and he thought I was a funny guy. So when he was trying to get somebody to be in this short film he wrote, he reached out to my manager. He was like, you think Donnell would be down with this? And at the time I was doing HBO's The Corner. I had some good things. And I was like, and I didn't know Neal was already loaded. I was like, I know you can't afford to pay me, but if you're ever in a situation where you can throw me a bone, do it. This was for me, you know, doing the short film for him. So 2 months later, after doing the film, he said, I'm working this project. I said, what's the name of it? He's like, I don't have a name of it. I was like, well, when you get a name of it, let me know. And then a month later, he called me. He said, I'm doing this show. It's called Chappelle Show. Would you be interested in being a part of it?
Did you know Dave at the time?
Yeah, I knew him.
Okay.
Yeah, but Neal was the guy that pushed for me to be on the show. Of course, with Dave's approval. You can't just put somebody on the show without Dave approving it. But it was that connection that I had with Neal that made the connection with me on Chappelle Show. Because me and were friends. We were past each other in comedy clubs, but we never talked about working together. We just respect each other for being two funny guys from Washington, D.C.
It's interesting in the business because everybody's flying around the country all the time. How many flights literally do you see? Oh, he's stand-up, whatever. Like nonstop, right? Oh,
on the flights? Well, a lot of my friends fly private, so I don't. A lot of not me, but I never run into an airport, bump into Dave at the airport.
No, but other comics that are traveling,
because
when
I was coming here yesterday, I flew in and I ran into Theo Vaughn.
Oh, that's my boy. Dude.
Yeah,
is he not the funniest?
Yeah, he's one of the guys that I could watch. Some comics you see him one time, you probably seen him for a lifetime. But Theo Vaughn is like, his stand-up is like, it feels like it's just a natural conversation.
This dude,
he's a funny person. Good guy too.
I had Theo open for Pauly Shore like 15 years ago. It was probably his 5th time on stage, and he still crushed.
Yeah.
And like he had no stand-up. Now he's amazing.
But you got some people that have to sit down and write all day to be funny, and some people all they got to do is turn the mic on.
Yeah.
Theo is one of those people that if he turns a mic on, he's just going to be funny.
Absolutely.
It's going to be funny.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he's definitely.
So how much do you write?
I don't.
Because I mean, you're funny 24/7, so that's another weird thing.
I don't write as much as I just try to be a part of life. I think if you enjoy life and you in life, comedy will present itself. You know, I don't have a system like I write this joke, this is set up, and all my writing, it comes from me performing. I perform whatever, even when I'm not doing, like, I average 5 or 6 headlining shows a weekend. But then when I'm in LA or New York, I still work out. So my writing process is performing.
And you don't even write anything down.
I do bullet points. I'll be like, if a premise hits me, if something like, if something hits me that I think is funny, I'll write that down and I'll just try to remember before I go on stage. But I'm not the guy that's gonna go in there with a pen and paper, and you can tell that he's practicing stuff. People never know when I'm working out. Because I'm never like, okay, that's a good one. Right. I have to keep that one. I just let that conversation flow.
Wow. So
somebody brought me to Montana. Montana.
Hey. I don't know. It's supposed to be following the GPS to pick you up at the airport here. To pick up the rental car.
Yeah, and they're gonna pick up.
And I don't think I did the right thing.
Yo, that reminds us, Spike. We do the right thing. Make a U-turn. We'll get in check.
Let me see. If I go to make a U-turn here, it's gonna take you back. Oh, we need to get on 75. That's what we need to do. That makes sense. We just missed the turn by one.
We good to go. We got time.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, man, this is one of those places I love to come. The vibe is always good. Food is good.
What did they tell you the first time? I always wonder. What did the agency tell you about coming here the first time?
It's a nice place. They say this is the stop you make before you go to heaven, and 9 times out of 10 you'll get laid. I don't know if
that's a good selling point.
Yo, that's a good selling
I'm going to put that in my offer.
Yeah, it's like, yo, you want good seafood and get laid and laugh, go to Off the Hook Comedy Club.
And so, but the last time you were here, you were at the new club in Naples, right?
I was, yep.
But I didn't have my vodka in my rum and gin. The new
vodka.
Yeah, I make that now.
I saw that, and I'm going to get gifted a couple of bottles.
You are going to get gifted a couple bottles. You know I have to let you take pictures with it, though.
Yes.
I got to get a couple promo shots. My man.
He's a white Diddy right now, ladies and gentlemen.
Come on, I had a vodka 12 years ago. I think that was before Diddy.
So he ripped it from you.
Yeah, he took it from the captain.
He got incentive because he said, I'm going to go down there and get laid, and I'm going to rip this vodka label off. But is it good? What's the feedback? People enjoy it?
It's been on fire, man. I mean, we're in 66 locations. I can't get out of, the Southwest Florida realm right now. I have some distributor. Actually, next week, I'm going to Tampa, North Tampa, Clearwater Beach, and I'm going to be with the new distribution company that I have. And that should, really see. I'll see how that goes. Because right now, locally, everyone kind of knows.
It's like an IPA in Chicago. Yeah.
Right.
Locally brewed.
Yeah. So
is it what is it? Distilled?
It's 48 times filtered. It's a premium product. It's all natural, all organic, sugar free.
Right.
And we have a gin.
White women, did you hear that?
Yeah, 96 calories.
Organic. You got vegan vodka.
That's 30 less than Tito's, baby.
Tito's is my favorite vodka.
I'll beat it.
All right, well, we're gonna see.
You're gonna take it and you're gonna be like, damn.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Tito's blew up quick. This is like 10 years, right?
Yeah, amazing. But, it's interesting that people got behind that right away, and that's kind of where I need to be. I need to figure out how was it and why was it that they got behind the Tito's brand right away? Because I'm out there, and people are...
It's probably something, my guess would be it's something that made Tito's cool.
Yeah.
Like the same thing like with Apple products, you know what I'm saying? I'm quite sure Apple always had competition, but when it came to the cool factor,
right,
which Steve Jobs really pushed, you know what I'm saying? He had something that was probably, in terms of technology, equal to Microsoft, but the iPhones and the iPods, he just made it cool. Even when he first came out, when he had the Star Wars type setup, it's like, our product is going to be cooler than anything out there on the market.
Right. And it was. But the first few iMacs, though, they were strange.
Yeah, but it still was cool. They were strange, but they still the coolest.
Yeah, they were at the time. You're right.
And that's when they made computer. Because I grew up when I took a computer science class years ago. When you had to learn.
Yeah, the Macintosh.
But I'm talking about before Macintosh, when you had to really know how to program. But Macintosh made it simple.
Right.
And that was their thing. How do we make this complex system simple where you could just push one or two buttons, and that's
television, Nintendo, and like right now, these kids, they don't understand. Like, we used to watch TV, listen to the radio, and if we got Super Mario Brothers, that was the jam.
Yo, I know. I used to watch radio. No. Yeah, you knew. I'm sorry. What did you say again?
No, I'm just saying. It's so times have changed so much. How do you connect with the audience that you're telling jokes that they literally may not have grown up in that time frame?
I keep my stuff fresh because I don't do too much. Like, it's so easy to do jokes. Like, I remember when I was coming up, I don't do that because I don't want to date myself.
Yeah.
I might do some small references, but I'm a part of pop culture. You know what I'm saying? I keep young people, energized people, and I learn from them. But I'm on the social media. I'm Googling to find out what's the hot stuff, and I don't date myself with back in the day stuff. I try to talk about things that everybody can relate to. That's a tough one. One of the best compliments I had. It was like 2 years ago. I was at a grocery store, and there was this woman, middle-aged woman, and she was with her son. He probably was like 15, 16. And she saw me, and she was like, "Oh my God, it's the guy from Chappelle Show." He said, "No, it's not, Mom. That's the guy from Geico."
That's right.
So I had
That's true.
I was lucky enough to be a part of two iconic shows that extended to two different generations. And the hardest thing to do, to go back to your point, is to stay relevant. You have people, not saying everybody can get hot, but people can get hot. But can you maintain? And for all the young comics out there that are excited about the success they have this year and they got millions of followers, whatever, a true test, if you can maintain this career for 25 years.
Oh, yeah, it's a different world.
Still stay relevant and still make an honest living. That is something to be said about, because there's not too many of those guys out here.
No, not at all. And you see them come through the club one time and you're like, I don't think they'll ever be back.
Yeah.
You get that feeling right away. And
what do you mean?
You'll have the comic come through and be like, yeah, but... or you have them come through twice and they tell the same jokes that they told 5 years ago, and you're like, yeah, that's good. Okay, well, we're not going to do that again.
One thing, anybody has followed me.
I know right away what you're going to say. That
you're going to get at least 80%, maybe even 90% of new stuff.
Absolutely.
And the comedians you talking about, I call them the money comics. They just do it for the money.
Yeah.
They don't care. They don't take any chances. But I could do a show, and if I got, and I'm sure this weekend there'll be people that see me before. If I'm looking in the audience and I'm seeing one or two people that see me before, my brain is already programmed to, I can still flip it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'll do some big rock groups and stuff. They'll give you a couple classics. But at the same time, you're trying some other stuff. And I just don't feel complete. I don't feel complete unless I'm turning my material over and giving some people fresh and something to talk about. Let's give them something to talk about.
Well, I know that Off the Hook Comedy Club this weekend. Get tickets to see Donnell, offthehookcomedy.com. Donnell's my guest on the Captain's Log podcast. This is your first time that we did the show?
This is my first time.
Really?
I've done everything. This dude has a million businesses. He was like, yo, I got a French fry commercial. I got a French fry truck. I got anything. You talking about somebody that's he's the entrepreneur of entrepreneurs. He makes me want to change my name from Ashy Larry to Ashford Lawrence. Can I interest you in some vodka by chance, Mr. Lawrence?
I got to keep it real. I got to keep it fresh.
Keep it real. Keep it real, but don't keep it wrong. Keep it right.
Yeah, keep it right. And then you have a baby now that's 3 years old.
A toddler now.
How's that changing your life?
It's making me, I didn't think I could ever be more focused, but my son has made me even more focused, because for years I've been doing it for myself or maybe somebody I was dating, but now I have an extension of me. Whatever legacy I create, he's going to keep it going, whether he goes to entertainment or not. But it really feels like I'm living for something and not just myself, because this business is a very selfish business. You have to care. If you're in this business and you don't love yourself as much as anything else, then it's not going to work for you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You have to love yourself. You have to know that you are the best thing since since sliced
You have to be
bread.
a self-promoter.
Self-promoter.
You have to be out there telling people how freaking funny you are.
You can tell it too, but when you tell them, you got to show it too, because a lot but then they don't show it.
Correct. And what do you think about all these comics that are doing like the 3 to 5 minute, 8 minute clips they're releasing on Instagram, all the social media sites, Facebook, whatever, to get more popular? I'm a fan of it because I think if people see that much of your material and they laugh, they're going to want to go and see.
They're going to want to go, but I'm going to give, if I do stuff, if I show material on stage, it's going to be like, I don't have a problem with topical stuff, throwaway stuff, but then your classics and stuff like that, them real deals, I want to save them. I like to save them for a show. So
yeah.
I'm with the fact that social media gives you opportunity for people to get a taste of it, but don't give them the jewels. You know, and
don't
now,
give them all the good stuff.
Yeah, and it's so messed up now because now social media is so big now. People feel comfortable with going to shows and try to, like, they show your show live. They want to tape your stuff, and it's a situation where you want to get that promotion, but at the same time, you want people to go pay to see that show. So,
and you also
it's a fine line.
They're also fans, so you don't want to like make a fan say, "Oh, Donnell was a jackass. He made me do this, made me do that." But they should respect the fact that this is what you do for a living.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, with anything, you should ask anything. The thing about live now, people feel like they can just make you a part of their story. I'm not a part of your movie.
Right.
And if you want me to be a part of your movie, not saying I will or I won't, but you have to at least ask me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, the people that come up to you like, can I get a picture? I'll take a picture with anybody. But then the ones like, oh, yeah, you're live. Hey, guys, say what's up. Don't force me to be a part of your movie.
I do that sometimes because I am live so much sometimes in public and people will come up to me. So sometimes I do that approach happens to come about. But I'm not going to run up to somebody and be like, yo, we're live right now. Say hi. Like, no.
I mean, just like, you know, as much as
because there is etiquette.
There's etiquette and we're public figures. But at the same time, you know, we want to be respected. And we're in a different situation from you because we have to come in contact with so many people. And what they think about us means a lot to us, but at the same time, don't push it. Be respectful. Yep. That's the only thing I say.
Guys, Donnell Rawlings, my guest, a.k.a. Ashy Larry.
Ashford. You
got it. Hey, don't miss him this weekend at Off the Hook Comedy Club. His show is spectacular. You will piss your pants. We'll walk you out the back door if that actually happened. But anyway, see Donnell, and thanks for watching. This is the Captain's Log. Love you guys. Be good.